this room has a job. When you leave your job for the day, do you still want to have to follow rules and guidelines that are given to you by your employer? Don't you enjoy going home and being able to do as you please in your own home with your friends and family? I think everyone could agree that they don't want to be bossed around by their boss when they are off clock. I am sure that America's school teachers feel the same way. Teachers should be able to go home and do as they please, but that is actually not the case. Some states have already passed laws that limit a teacher's use of social media involving students, and other schools have their own guidelines in place for teachers to follow. For example, according to a brief article titled, "New York City Schools Ban Certain Social Media Use," New York City's Department of Education recently released a policy forbidding teachers from using personal social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google Plus to contact students regardless of the nature of the message. I do not believe that these types of laws or guidelines are fair. Putting these types of laws in place is like punishing someone before they do something wrong. I believe that laws and guidelines that prohibit or restrict a public school teacher's use of social media involving students are unnecessary and should not be passed. These types of laws are unfair to our school teachers. Doesn't everyone, regardless of their job, deserve the same rights? Social media such as Facebook and Twitter has become extremely popular, as we all know. They are a great tool to use for keeping up with friends and family. Almost everyone you talk to has some sort of social media account. This is also true when it comes to teachers. Teachers are just like everyone else. They like to stay updated on their friends and family. They want to be able to share their photos and put comments about their day online. So why should they be regulated any differently than anyone else? Yes, they do work with children and are supposed to maintain a professional relationship with their students, but that should not keep them from being able to do as they please when it comes to social media. A teacher should be allowed to take their own risk when it comes to communicating with their students through social media. In her article, "Social Media Law Draws Controversy," Kelly Evenson reports, while Blue Springs High School teacher Sarah Crump does not have a Facebook page or a class website, she believes a law that removes a teacher's ability to communicate with students through such social media sites is limiting to the rights of teachers. Shouldn't we use these new technologies to better the education for our children? Social media is a great tool for teachers and should be used as a part of the classroom. A teacher who has a Facebook account could post reminders about homework assignments and upcoming school events. A teacher who is friends with a student who is friends with a teacher on Facebook could send a message to that teacher asking for help with their homework. A parent who is friends with a teacher could send a message to that teacher about their child. These are all conveniences to teachers, parents, and students, but if laws are passed restricting the use of social media, then some of these conveniences would not be possible. Are we going to go backwards and not utilize the technology that has been created for us? Or are we going to incorporate these tools into our education and make use of them? Ms. Conrad, a teacher at Abraham Lincoln Elementary School in Glen Ellen, Illinois, seems to think social media is a great learning tool and uses it in her first grade classroom every day. The article, "First Graders Read, Write, and Tweet in Illinois Classroom," reports that students in first grade teacher Jody Conrad's class use Twitter to send out a weekly newsletter, update the day's activities, and give parents reminders about upcoming programs. And students also contribute to a classroom blog and write books using computer software and make videos for a private YouTube account intended for parents. Learning to do these types of things as early as the first grade is extremely beneficial to a child's future. We all know that the use of social media sites is going to continue to grow. Our children should enjoy the benefit of learning to use these types of things while they are still young so that when they go out into the workforce, they can be better prepared for their jobs. Why wouldn't permission slips regarding the use of social media be signed instead of having to pass laws? What if your child was struggling on a particular subject and a teacher told them to message them with any questions through Facebook? Would you let your child do that? Wouldn't you appreciate the extra help that your child was receiving? One thing a teacher can do is let the parents know at the beginning of the year about the ways in which they are going to use social media in the classroom, and have them sign a permission slip stating that they are allowed, that their child is allowed to be involved in any social media used. This should be done in place of laws and guidelines. An article by Dawn Borman found in the Christian Science Monitor reports that 83% of parents think the benefits of their children's social media use outweighs or at least balances any perceived risks. Parents can make the decision as to whether or not their child should be allowed to communicate with their teachers through social media. Then parents would know to monitor their child's social media accounts closely enough to know if there's anything inappropriate going on. If the parent decided that they did not approve then they should be the one to stop the communication. The best thing a parent can do is get involved in the same type of social media. The article, "The Kids Are More Than All Right," written by Tara Parker Pope, insists, and while cell phones and Facebook have created new ways for teenagers to stir up trouble, they may also help parents monitor their children. This is true. Parents need to take charge. They are the ones paying for the cell phone and the computer, and they need to check them regularly. Clearly, there are many concerns about the use of social media involving teachers and students. However, it is too bad that we have to assume that all teachers need laws because of a few sad cases of teachers being inappropriate online. We should give our teachers the benefit of the doubt when it comes to using social media sites. Most teachers genuinely care about their students and their academic success. Most teachers just want to help their students succeed and are looking for every way possible to make that happen. We should be thankful for that and allow our teachers to use the technologies that are now available to them in the classroom.